taken by Network for Hope while he was still alive.
I'm not dead yet.
No,
yeah, so let me do the read up on this.
Oh, yeah.
So HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced on August 5th, 2026, that the federal government is decertifying, effectively shutting down Network for Hope, right? Just like we saw in the clip. The organ procurement organization OPO, serving Kentucky, parts of Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia. This is the second such action under RFK Jr. The first was the Miami-based Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency in September of 25. Before these moves, the roughly 55 federally contracted OPOs that coordinate organ recovery and matching had never been closed mid-cycle. So this has been going on for years. Federal reviews by CMS and HRSA examined cases and identified persistent patient safety failures that continued despite prior warnings, oversight, and corrective action plans. Key findings from the underlying investigation, which began drawing major attention in 2025, include serious deficiencies in 30% of reviewed cases, patients placed on the donation pathway who should not have been, so nepotism, right? You get an organ, you're my buddy. At least dozens of cases. Earlier reviews cited figures such as 28 plus patients who may not have been deceased when procurement processes began, and 70 plus with signs of alertness in which the process advanced inappropriately. A widely cited example, just like we saw in the clip, is TJ Hoover, sometimes referenced in connection with an overdose recovery. He was taken to the operating room for organ recovery despite showing signs of awareness. He was thrashing, crying, tracking, shaking his head. Physicians refused to proceed. He survived. His sister spoke at the announcement. Kennedy described the group as having endangered patients and failed to fix problems, framing the decision as restoring integrity and protecting the sanctity of life so people can trust the donation system. Network for Hope strongly disagrees, says it complied with policies and added safeguards, plans to appeal, and warns the move will disrupt care for thousands on transplant waiting lists in the region. So it's part of a broader HHS effort launched in last year to overhaul the U.S. organ transplant system after reports of rushed and unsafe practices. Wow.
If you are an organ donor on your license,
take that shit off.
Take that shit off. Alex was saying that his father was telling him back in the hospitals in Dallas that they were taking organs and killing people that could have been resuscitated.
When Alex got his license, his dad said, "Don't you dare put your fucking organ donor on your ID."